Copa America 2019 is here, and we have made our return to play for the Argentinian national team. We're on our way to Brazil, where this competition is being held. I've decided to make this return because, well, in the first place, it wasn't really my choice to leave the national team, and it's always been a dream of mine to play for this team. Although we couldn't win the World Cup last season, it's time for a new competition, the Copa America. Although this might not be as big as the World Cup, there's some very strong teams competing in this competition, and we've been invited to Brazil, one of the most beautiful countries in the world. This should be one hell of a journey. Copa America 2019 will be going up again against some top quality teams like Brazil in and of itself, Colombia, so many others here in South America. And here it is, our official invitation to play for Argentina. Leave a like if you guys are hyped for us to be back playing for the Argentinian national team. Lucas Lorenzo's return. And here we are. We've arrived at our destination. This is going to be where the team's going to be staying for the next few weeks here in Copa America. We're hoping we're going to be here quite a long time, because that'll mean we'll have won this competition. That is our main goal. But it's just beautiful to be here in Rio de Janeiro, right on the beach, guys. It's gonna be a great competition, and we have a great chance to win this. The only real looming threat, I would say, most likely Brazil. There's a bunch of other strong teams, but our team is just incredible with the likes of Messi and Dybala. And here's the latest headline. Lorenzo returns to Argentina after being kicked off the national team just a few months ago. Lucas Lorenzo is back and ready to lead Argentina to the Copa America final. Here's a look at the other teams competing into this competition. In Group A, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, and Bolivia. Obviously, Brazil and Colombia are going to be the top two teams favorited to come out of that group. Here in Group B, Uruguay, Chile, Peru, and Mexico. Honestly, that's a tough group. Uruguay, Chile, Mexico, Peru, all those teams could make it out, guys. Group B, most likely the group of death. And here our group, most likely the easiest, Argentina, Venezuela, Ecuador, and the United States. Guys, this is going to be a fun competition. Before we get into the first game, we found the news that Bayern Munich are champions of the Champions League, going all the way. The likes of Manuel Neuer winning that competition. But here we go, into game number one, our debut in the Copa America. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, Lucas Lorenzo's return to the national team. This is it. We're making our Copa America debut against Ecuador in the opening game here, playing at the stadium, guys. It is going to be a very, very fun matchup. Of course, in FIFA, they call this competition the South American Cup because they don't have licensing rights to the Copa America. And what you're going to see here is we're going to be playing at, well, right now the stadium we're playing at is River Plate, which is in Argentina. Next game, we're playing USA, and we're going to be playing at the Seattle Sounders Stadium. EA doesn't have it programmed where the actual event takes place in these actual nations, but in real life, the Copa America 2019 is in Brazil, which is why we're saying this competition is going to be featured in Brazil for the purpose of different storylines and whatnot. So I'm going to clear up like any confusion right there. So now you guys know why that is going to be happening throughout this series. But let's get into this game right here, boys. 26-minute look at Ecuador on the attack. But we are back to our normal self here in net, making some great saves to start this match off here. A free kick for Ecuador, but the wall doing its job. A nice clearance by one of our attackers right there. And then our chance would come in the 42nd minute. Argentina taking the lead over Ecuador from a corner. And it comes off the head of one of our players. 1-0 in favor of Argentina, guys. A win in game number one of the group stage is always so crucial in any of these international competitions. Getting those 3 points as quick as possible is what you need to be successful. And is that Otamendi putting that in? I didn't get a good look at the goal scorer, but I want to say that's Otamendi. If it is, big shouts to him, our center back, doing bits right there, scoring that one. An Ecuador player goes down in the box right here. He would have to be taken off the pitch, so that could be a big advantage for us. More chances moving on as we make yet another save here in the 78th minute of action. Moving on. 84th minute, another goal, 2-0, and things look to be all but over. And as I mentioned, as we were going over the groups, we probably have one of the easiest groups out of all of them. I mean, simply because we don't have teams like Brazil, Mexico, Uruguay, Colombia. All those teams aren't in our group, and we're sitting pretty right now. Game number 1 is looking like it's going to be a win for us, guys. 2-0 right here, and if things hold, it's going to be 3 points. And we're going to be sitting pretty atop the table. I can confirm, guys, the game would finish with a 2-0 victory in favor of Argentina. And I'm really wondering if Messi is still upset that I'm on this Argentinian national team. He's one of the reasons why we were kicked off in the first place. But as we make our return, it's just interesting. Is Messi still upset, or what's gone on with that? We've yet to talk to him since we've returned. But for now, guys, a 2-0 victory. We fast forward to a few days later as we're getting ready to leave our crib here to head to the bus to go to this next game against the United States. And as you know, we're taking these bus rides and whatnot. We talked about Messi just a few seconds ago. Yeah, he's not talking to us. He's refusing to say a word to us. We've kind of just been staying away from each other. And who knows, guys, this sort of confliction going on between teammates here could end up leading to the demise of Argentina. With this bad chemistry, who knows what's going to end up happening, guys. It could cause us to lose some games and potentially lose the tournament. Messi even tweeting about me, guys. He doesn't like me, and he's making that clear. And yeah, it's just causing a lot of drama on this team. Going into the next game, though, guys, we're taking on my home country, the United States, man. The USA is so close to my heart, of course, and it hurts me that we're gonna have to try to beat them today in this second game of the Copa America. Again, as I mentioned before, this game is taking place on the pitch of a USA team. And the reason being, once again, is because that's just the way EA does this. It's not actually in Brazil. I don't know why they don't program it like that. It's weird how they do career mode. They haven't really put much into it, but yeah, that is why we're not actually playing on our Brazil pitch. Just clearing that up again, because I know the comments are going to be flooded with just, I don't know, remarks about that. You guys always seem to spot those sort of mistakes by the game, but whatever. Let's get into it. USA against Argentina. And we really shouldn't be taking this USA team lightly, because we are a few years in the future from real life, and a lot of the players on the United States team are very, progressed. Christian Pulisic could even be 90 overall at this point in the career mode. And if he's playing today, he's going to be very, very challenging and difficult to defend against here. But getting into things, look at this. Argentina already doing bits to the defense of the USA. We're having so many chances here early on in the game. 29th minute, ball finding its way into the middle of the boxes. Argentina are going to be able to take a 1-0 lead right here over the USA, guys. And this is expected, even though this is a decent USA side here in the year 2019. Our team is too strong. The likes of Messi, Dybala, I'm not even sure if Aguero's still on this team. I haven't seen Higuain, but still, it's going to be 1-0 with that goal, and this one could end up being a blowout here. 42nd minute. You know what? Let's just make it 2-0. There it is, guys, putting it in. Another goal for Argentina. Domination here from them in the first half. Number 27 putting it in, and I'm honestly just unsure who a lot of these players are. I think that one was Pastore who put it in. Yeah, I believe that was him. And it's so weird because on this Argentinian team, Messi is not wearing the number 10 anymore. The number 10 kit has been given to Paulo Dybala. I think some of you guys might have noticed this. Dybala wearing the number 10 kit and Messi wearing the number 9 kit. So crazy how Messi just gives his kit away. I know it's not actually him. It's the game that does it. But I don't know. I feel like it should just be programmed into the game where Messi always wears the number 10 kit. It would just make sense, right? I don't know. 2-0 though. Argentina taking a lead here in this first half. We would be forced to make some big saves though as we get in to this second half. The game definitely wasn't over. The US was on the attack. A lot of their shots though just not finding the targets. Either that or they're just going right into the hands of Lucas Lorenzo. That's how the game would end though. Another victory. Another 2-0 victory, guys. In that game, win there should put us through to the knockout stages of this competition. Big win for the Argentinian club. Goal for Pastore right there, leading the way. And yet another clean sheet for Lucas Lorenzo. I know Messi isn't happy with us being here, but I'm definitely one of the main reasons we're doing so well in this tournament. 2-0. Later that night after the game, a few of my teammates were hanging outside the house and just talking about our futures. And I was kind of asking them for advice because once we leave playing for the Argentinian national team, again, I've been talking about this for so long, we're going to have to make our choice whether or not we stay or leave Liverpool. And I was talking to a few of my teammates about some big clubs that I could potentially join. You have Barcelona, you got Dortmund, you got Juventus, AC Milan, and then Premier League teams. Well, if we do move, I want to leave the Premier League. But my teammates just offered me a bit of advice on what to do in the future.
Listen, I know Messi isn't thrilled with Lucas Lorenzo and they're not on the greatest terms, but this young goalkeeper has potential to be one of the best goalkeepers of all time, and I want him on my team. Do everything you can to make sure Real Madrid doesn't sign Lorenzo and Barcelona does. Get this done and I'll be a very happy man.